Good morning, everyone. I am back. I just realized it's been a month since I've been able to get on here. I am so sorry, guys. Well, life has been pretty busy, so let's get back into it. If this is your first time here, my name is Lori. This is Lori's Journey. I've been sharing my experiences with the Atkins diet, and I share what tips and tricks I learn along the way. I share my struggles. I keep it real here as much as I can. So, yeah, I just share what I know. And if you guys know more than me, please tell me. I'm all ears. But at any rate, we've been going through the book, Dr. Atkins Diet Revolution by Dr. Robert C. Atkins. And we are on chapter 12 today. And the title of the chapter is The Revolutionary, Never Hungry, No Limit Steak and Salad Plus Diet. So this is going to kind of go through the foods that you can eat and more information about how to actually do this diet. So let's get to reading. Plus number 1, steak plus almost any meat, fish, or fowl. And now for the diet. A patient christened it the steak and salad diet, and that does rather sum up the plot of it. Of course, you aren't confined to steak. You can have almost any kind of meat, fish, or fowl, including such usually forbidden goodies as ham, spare ribs, bacon, roast pork, corned beef, roast duckling, lobster with butter sauce. Let's see. One of the big reasons this diet works so successfully is because you eat protein and fat, and you eat them in just about the 60 to 40 proportions in which they usually occur together in nature. In a reasonably lean cut of beef, for example, sorry, lost my spot there. Some people actually don't like fat. They do better on a low-fat diet, but I don't encourage a no-fat diet ever. In so many of the low-calorie diets, fat is a no-no. I have seen women on diets so low in fat that they couldn't manufacture enough female hormones to have a regular menstrual cycle. Now, if your very function of being a woman can be impaired by going on a low-fat diet, low-fat diets are to be considered with extreme caution. There are many reasons why fats and oils are desirable in a reducing diet. For one thing, they keep your skin smooth and lubricated, and that isn't all. Why fats and oils help you stay on the diet. The fat in the diet helps to keep you unhungry. It helps to stabilize your blood sugar level, and as I've explained earlier, it helps to sneak off calories by the excretion of ketone bodies. Biochemically, remember that fat opposes the desired formation of ketone bodies with an efficiency of only 10% compared to 58% in the case of protein and 100% in the case of carbohydrate. A big advantage, it allows for enormous variety in your diet. That's vital. Almost best of all, it keeps you from feeling deprived. It's luxurious to slather mayonnaise on your cold salmon, to use it in tuna salad and chicken salad, and to help yourself to butter sauce on your asparagus and lobster. It's fun to crunch away on those delicious fried pork rinds, while your friends who are on calorie-counting diets watch you enviously. It's easy to stay on the diet that allows you to live it up with the slim gourmets. Now for the pork rinds, I guess I've never really eaten them alone, but what I do like to do is in recipes like meatloaf that have breadcrumbs, I take the pork rinds and smash them up, grind them up, however you want to do it, And I put that into my recipe in place of the breadcrumbs, and nobody knows the difference. So that's just a little tip there. Both you and I would like to see the weight loss as rapid as possible, and this diet does provide rapid weight loss. But it's even more important that it be as effortless as possible. I don't think dieting should be a hardship. I think the whole experience should be a pleasure. If an effortless dietary regime makes you get slimmer and the whole experience is pleasurable, you'll stay with it. And that's the only kind of a diet that's of the slightest use to you, one you can live with and enjoy for the rest of your life. A lot of adjectives have been applied to this diet, but the one best to describe it is livable. Before I go on, I almost forgot. Gotta give my little disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional, so please seek advice from your doctor, your dietitian, or whoever else you may see before doing any of this stuff that I talk about in my videos. So I get that out there in case there's any doubt. Let's see. Plus number 2, green salads plus. The second plus is that you're allowed green salad with your lunch and dinner. Yes, even though this first week of the diet is called a carbohydrate-free diet, and lettuce contains a tiny bit of carbohydrate. But in biological systems, an approximation can do the job. Biology isn't quite like engineering. Given the amount of carbohydrate in these two salads, what happens in the body is approximately the same in 99% of dieters as if no salad has been eaten. So why not eat those salads? They are a lifesaver. To eat just protein and fat without the garden fresh crispness that salad provides is a drudgery. So I thank the Lord that greens contain so little carbohydrate. Those salads make all the difference between a diet that's aesthetic, appetizing, human, and one that's an uncivilized drag. Roquefort cheese dressing, or almost any favorite. And the green salads needn't be dry. You can load your salad greens with a nice oily Roquefort cheese dressing, oil and vinegar, mayonnaise, even a Caesar salad dressing. Leave out the croutons and use crumbled fried pork rinds instead. Plus number 3, filling high-calorie snack foods, not celery, carrot sticks, and rabbit food snacks, but have imported cheeses of every description, stuffed olives, crisp fried pork rinds. This last discovery has 100 uses, a substitute for toast, dinner rolls, or crackers to use with a dip or a spread, or as breading or stuffing or filler. You can use them as a pie crust for a quiche Lorraine, and even for matzo ball soup, and it has a recipe in the book. You can have other snacks you never dreamed of enjoying on a diet. Caviar, crab meat, deviled eggs, beef jerky. This was a favorite chew with Buddy Hackett. And don't forget the leftovers from yesterday's luxurious dinner as snacks. I do that a lot. Plus number 4, desserts. The first week you can have carbohydrate-free gelatin desserts. If sweets are what you miss the most, in the following weeks you can have cheesecake. See page 240 in this book. Macaroons, pudding, fresh strawberries, and artificially sweetened whipped cream, mocha pie, chocolate mousse prepared the way the book recommends. See the dessert section for these and dozens of other eye-popper meal endings. And if you don't want to bother making desserts, try heavy cream in your well-sweetened coffee, or even topping your coffee with sweetened whipped cream. This meal ending excuse me, meal ending soothes the savage taste buds and leaves your appetite level calm and undisturbed. The only way I take my coffee now is I drink iced coffee with heavy cream, and if I go to like a coffee shop or somewhere and they have a sugar-free caramel, that's my favorite. Or a lot of places like Starbucks just has sugar-free vanilla and some weird flavor other than that. So I try to get the sugar-free when I can. But that's how I take my iced coffee. So yeah, heavy cream all the way, I tell you. Although it's getting harder to find at the grocery stores for some reason. Let's see. Plus number 5. Eat when you want, but start with a big, cozy breakfast. You'll find that starting the day with a fulfilling breakfast gives you a big comfort reserve of energy for the day's activities. People with weight problems often eat no breakfast and very little lunch. Typically, they're nighttime eaters. Though you're encouraged to eat any time that you are hungry on this diet, and you are also encouraged not to eat unless you are hungry, breakfast is an exception. A reversal in timing here will hurry along a reversal in your measurements, also in your sleep and energy patterns. So what will you have? Bacon and eggs? Ham and eggs? Name your omelet. Invent your own. Why not try steak for breakfast? Try heavy cream in your sweetened coffee, even if you aren't used to it. It makes you feel spoiled, very luxurious. Try breakfast on for size, whatever size you would like to be, instead of the size you are. A big bacon and egg breakfast will get you there faster. I've seen so many thousands of fat, depressed people who came in saying, "But I never eat breakfast," finished by being slim, cheerful people who ate big breakfasts every morning of their lives. Now that's a funny thing, because I notice that when I start my day with my eggs, I do a lot better, and I need to get back to that. I just got kind of bored with having eggs all the time, but there's, like he said there, you can make omelets, you can do, I'm a scrambled egg person, but yeah, I need to get more inventive with ways to make eggs. The first life-changing week. Eat nothing that's not on the list. And he goes through the list here. The meats, fowl, desserts, all this stuff. Yeah, I'll just kind of go quick. Meat, steaks, corned beef, lamb chops, tongue, hamburgers, bacon, any kind of meat in any quantity, except meat with fillers such as sausage, hot dogs, meatballs, most packaged cold cuts. Nowadays, there's a lot of options for those foods. Hot dogs and sausage, there are different brands that actually do have them made without the fillers. So you can have them if you look for those, I think. That's my opinion. Fowl, duckling, turkey, chicken, anything with wings, no stuffing. Desserts, gelatin with artificial sweeteners. There's a company back then, I guess it was called Deserta, but I don't know what that sweetener was. But at any rate, we have tons of sweeteners now. I gotta get a drink. I don't know why my throat's dry today. Condiments: salt, pepper, mustard, horseradish, vinegar, vanilla, and other extracts, artificial sweeteners, any dry powdered spice that contains no sugar. Drinks: water, that's the best one. Mineral water, Vichy, I don't know what that is. It starts with a B. Club soda, beef or chicken broth, bouillon, sugar-free diet soda, coffee, tea, decaffeinated coffee. And I have heard a lot of people that say they drink chicken broth every day, and it's really healthy. I don't know, sounds kind of weird to me, but maybe I should try it sometime. Fish, All fish, including canned salmon, tuna, any kind of seafood, including oil-packed and smoked, except oysters, clams, mussels, scallops, and pickled fish. Eggs. Boiled, fried, scrambled, poached, omelet, any style and with no limitations. Salads. 2 small green salads a day, each less than 1 cupful loosely packed, made only of leafy greens, celery, or cucumbers and radishes. Dressings with vinegar, oil, salt, dry spices, herbs, grated cheese, or anchovies. Or else a sour pickle in place of a salad, plus green olives. Butter and mayonnaise, or fats. Butter, margarine, oils, shortening, lard, mayonnaise. Fats have no carbohydrates. Now, since then, we have found out that real butter is healthier than margarine. Remember, this book was written in 1972. So I don't use margarine, I use butter. And I'm sure if Dr. Atkins is here today, he would say also that is preferred. But margarine's your thing, it is allowed. Juice. Juice of 1 lemon or lime. We do not drink fruit juice. That has tons of sugar in it. Cheese. 4 ounces a day of any hard-aged cheese. No cream cheese or cheese spreads. I think later on you can have the cream cheese, but only if it's the real stuff, not like the spreads that he's talking about there. But this is talking about the beginning, I believe. Heavy cream. 4 teaspoons a day. Cream has less carbohydrate than milk, so don't use milk. Alright, the Diet Revolution rules. 1. Don't count calories. 2. Eat as much of the allowed foods as you need to avoid hunger. 3. Don't eat when you're not hungry. 4. Don't feel you must finish everything on your plate just because it's there. 5. Drink as much water or calorie-free beverages as thirst requires. Don't restrict fluids, but it is not necessary to force them either. 6. Frequent small meals are preferable. 7. If weakness results from rapid weight loss, you may need salt. 8. Every day, take a high-strength multivitamin pill. 9. Read the labels on low-calorie drinks, syrups, desserts. Only those with no carbohydrate content are allowed. Now it goes through the Diet Revolution vegetables, not for level 1. So this is where you add on more things. Asparagus, avocado, bamboo shoots, bean sprouts, beet greens, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, chard, Chinese cabbage, eggplant, kale, kohlrabi, never heard of that one, mushrooms, okra, onions, peppers, pumpkin, rhubarb, sauerkraut, snow pea pods, spinach, string beans, summer squash, tomatoes, turnips, water chestnuts, wax beans, and zucchini squash. The Diet Revolution salad material. Celery, chicory, Chinese cabbage, chives, cucumber, endive, escrole, fennel, lettuce, olives, green or black, onions, pickles, sour or dill, parsley, peppers, radishes, scallions, and watercress. The Diet Revolution drinks. A few of many possibilities. A sugarless lemonade or limeade made with spring water makes a nice aperitif. Perrier and Saratoga Geyser are delicious sparkling waters. OK diet sodas, to mention a few. No-Cal, Cott, Hoffman, Shasta. Oh, I remember Shasta. Diet Venters, Fresca, and Tab. And I think they have a lot more options now with the Coke and Pepsi products now. But just watch carb content before you drink it. That's all he's saying there. The Diet Revolution substitutes. Heavy cream diluted with water when milk is called it for cooking. Also nowadays, a lot of people will use almond milk in place of milk. And I don't know if that was around back then. So if you want to check into that, you can. Bean sprouts for rice. That's interesting. Use the listed vegetables for bread stuffing. Soya powder, full fat for flour, half the amount called for in a recipe. Or we also have almond flour now. The Diet Revolution sandwiches. Because bread is a no-no, you dream up finger food with ingenuity. Chopped raw onion in smoked salmon. Sour cream and caviar between 2 cucumber rounds. Ham with mustard between 2 slices of Swiss cheese. A stick of cheddar in a lettuce leaf. Lobster mayonnaise cuddled in a whole cucumber. Sliced lengthwise in 2. Use endive instead of crackers to scoop up dips. You can also, they have low carb tortillas now, and those are pretty good. Just don't go crazy having them, a whole lot of them, you know. There's also, you know, I like to have a cheeseburger where I just put the meat and cheese on a plate and put my toppings on it and kind of eat it like a steak with a knife and fork. But you can do different things. The Diet Revolution salad garnishes. Crumbled crisp bacon. Fried pork rinds instead of croutons. Grated cheese. Minced hard-boiled egg yolk. Minced sauté mushrooms. Sour cream. The Diet Revolution appetizers or snacks. Aspics, unsweetened or artificially sweetened. Baconettes with cheese. Cheese, any hard type in cubes. Chicken drumsticks, chicken wings, broiled. Eggs, deviled. Meatballs, no filler. Pate, salmon, smoked. Sardines, sausages, cocktail type. Shrimps with mayonnaise dip. Steak tartare. Yeah, that. Can't talk. The Diet Revolution no-nos. This is not a complete list by any means. For you, they're poison. Don't forget it. Bananas. Beans, except green or wax. Bread, cake, candy, cashews. I didn't remember that. Cereal, chewing gum, cookies, corn, cornstarch, crackers, dates, figs, flour, fruit, dried, honey, ice cream, jam, catsup, macaroni, milk, pancakes, peas, pickles, sweet, white potatoes, sweet potatoes, raisins, sweet relish, rice, spaghetti, sugar, syrup, yams, and sweetened yogurt. So there's a lot of these things that now we can either make ourselves low carb or, you know, different things. But yeah, it's just, you got to be careful with these things for sure. No mistakes. Sometimes a single stick of chewing gum or putting milk in your coffee could put you right back to level 1 by upsetting the new chemical balance in your body. Yes, even that much carbohydrate over your tolerance level can turn off your fat mobilizing hormone. Then you'll need to at least 2 no carbohydrate days to get it circulating again so that you're unhungry, feeling high, and burning off fat again. So those are really important to stay away from those things. And I will tell you, I've done a really poor job. I've been eating a lot of cashews, and I did not remember that that was on the no-no list. So that could be part of my problem. And I've also had some raisins. I make a trail mix. So I thought that I was lower carb, but I don't know. I'm learning things too, see? But at any rate, that's the end of that chapter. And so if you if you want to try this diet out, I would say again, go see a doctor and get the blood test done and make sure you're doing okay health-wise. And then start slow. Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this book or one of his other books and just have the list there with you and start changing your life. That's all I got. But at any rate, that's all for today. So I will see you next time. Join the journey.